What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman for Awesemo.com, and I am back with my NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Thursday, April 1st. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when this and all of our other content goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman so you can get updates to these sim results as we get closer to lock. And finally, let me know in the comments section who is your favorite and least favorite of my contenders for today's slate. We're rounding out the bottom of my top 10 with Trae Young, Broderick Thomas, Saban Lee, Jeremy Grant, and Clint Capella on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites, my top 5 plays for today? It is time to find out. First up at number 5, we're going to the small forward spot, and we're going to 9K Jimmy Butler, projected for 47.5. The goal is 53.5, and he is in the optimal lineup 20% of the time. Now, Butler gets the benefit of a pace-up matchup against Golden State, pedestrian defense as well. 1.32 fantasy points per minute, 36 minutes, 28% usage, 24, 8, 6, and 2. I just love getting to Butler. I'm a little nervous. Victor Oladipo should be making his debut today. I don't know how he will integrate, but I'm not really worried about it. Jimmy Butler for 9K at small forward in a pace-up spot against Golden State, while he does basically everything for this team, I'm not getting away from it. Next up at number 4, we're going to power forward center eligible Dean Wade. Yes, Dean Wade, 4,600, projected for 24. The goal is 38. He's in the optimal lineup 20% of the time. Wade has seen 30-plus minutes in the past 2 games with no Larry Nance and no Jarrett Allen available. I'm going to assume he does the same thing. So 0.81 fantasy points per minute, 10.6 boards, 2 assists, a stock and a half in a pace-up spot against Philly. When push comes to shove, this is a minutes play. We're getting 30 minutes at a power forward or center spot, so you get the MPE, and at a relatively reasonable price tag. I actually think that he should be a little bit cheaper, but that's neither here nor there. It's a 7-game slate. We're finding some value where we can. I'm hoping that this tumbles a little bit and we open up some additional value elsewhere, but for right now, unfortunately, Dean Wade is the number 4 contender today. All right, now we're taking a really big step up in tier. Point guard, shooting guard eligible. Kyrie Irving is number 3. He's 9,800, projected for 54.5. The goal is just 56, and he's in the optimal lineup 32% of the time. You can see we jumped from 20 to 32% from Dean Wade to Kyrie. So the top 3 guys here are on a complete island, and they're all sort of on their own islands as well. The rest of those guys, you can mix and match a little bit more. 36 minutes for Kyrie. We've got no James Harden, no Kevin Durant. He is going to do whatever he wants. I gave him 34% usage. We're talking about a 1.5 fantasy point per minute rate. 30 real points, 9 assists, 5 boards. Pace neutral spot against Charlotte, but who cares? With that usage and that playing time, and the fact that you can play him at point guard and shooting guard, this one's a no-brainer. Just pay up for Kyrie. The odds that he scores 40 real points are very high. You don't want to miss out here. I love Kyrie Irving today. On a different day, he would be my number 1 contender. Number 2, Luke Kennard, shooting guard, small forward eligibility. So my favorite designation on the slate. Guard, forward, shooting guard, small forward, utility, 5 of the 8 spots. He's just 4,200, projected for 27. The goal is 37. He's in the optimal lineup 34% of the time. Now, Clippers team walking wounded. No Ibaka, no Pat Bev, no Paul George. Marcus Moore is questionable. With Paul George out, Luke Kennard's been playing 30-plus minutes. I'm only giving him 30 just to be like a little cognizant of what's going on. But that's a 0.9 fantasy point per minute rate at 30 minutes. 21% usage, 15 points, 3 boards, 3 assists. Now, it is a pace down spot against Denver, but it's not like Denver's defense is amazing. You wish you got more possessions, but I don't think it really matters because Luke Kennard just simply isn't priced for what his role is on this team for today, and he's got the most advantageous positional setup on the slate. So, Luke Kennard is the number 2 contender. Kind of a no-brainer to me. I expected him to be number 1 as I first started working my way through, but the number 1 contender is just a no-brainer for today. Now, before we get to that number 1 contender, one last reminder to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live, and then head on over to Twitter, follow me at Josh Engleman, then go underneath this video into the comments section and let me know who your favorite and least favorite contenders are. And if you don't see your favorite contender, let me know who it is. I need to know who I'm missing today, guys. And finally, the unquestioned number one contender, Isaiah Hartenstein, center eligible, just 3,700, projected for 28. The goal is 35. He's in the optimal lineup 53% of the time. I'm giving him 26 minutes. We've got no Larry Nance, no Jared Allen. They don't have any other centers on the roster. He's a 1.1 fantasy point per minute guy, 10 points, 9 boards, 2.5 stocks, maybe an assist or two. Pace up spot against Philly, and it's not Joel Embiid at center, which is incredibly helpful. I gave him 26 minutes. I mean, I guess that he can play 20. You won't even be mad if that happens. I mean, you will if you have 53% of him, but it's not a disaster if he plays a couple minutes less. I think it's actually reasonable that he could play a true starter's run, given what this team looks like. If he stays out of foul trouble, I don't think 30 is out of the realm of possibility, but he's 3,700. He can't really hurt you all that much unless he just simply doesn't go out there. You see the gap. Kennard at 34%, Hartenstein at 53%. He will be here all day unless we get news that he is not starting. But Isaiah Hartenstein, the unquestioned number one contender for today's slate. And that's not even an April Fool's joke. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Thursday, April 1st. I'm on the strategy show with Adam Kaufman today. Check that out at 10 a.m. Eastern time. I almost said p.m. I will be asleep at that point in time. Process show is already in the books. Go watch it. No live before lock for me today. So if you're looking for any updates, keep your eyes peeled on Twitter to get those updates. Good luck on MLB opening day today. Good luck on this NBA slate. I will talk to you guys again tomorrow morning.